down the line what's going to happen, where you're going to be, what's going to occur in your life. You just need to take that first step. And so that first step might be going on a vacation. It may be telling your boss tomorrow I'm going to work from home and see what happens. It could be so many little things to be able to help guide you on the right path. But it really is taking the first step of understanding what it is, at least a tiny little glimpse of what you want. What's that door that wants to be open, and you just keep on shutting and be like, no, I don't see you. I don't, like, it's not there. Like, peek into it and see what's there, see what's around that corner, and see what could be that life for you. And start to take baby steps if you need to be able to help open that door some more and take a baby step in and see, like, okay, what's it going to be like? Do I like this? Do I not? What supports do you need? And provide that for yourself so you can go in all the way into your life.
Yeah, that is awesome advice. So many people, they lack the confidence to pursue that first step. What advice would you give someone that's kind of struggling with?
Yeah. Some of my favorite ways to be able to take those steps is to make them enjoyable. Oftentimes we think like, oh, it's going to be so scary. It's going to be so awful. Like, I just have to do it. But in reality, you get to choose how you do things. And the more that you have fun and enjoy them, the better. So I was working with a client, and she was having some issues doing some work that she just didn't want to do. You know, sometimes I dive in and be like, okay, like, do you really need to do this or do you not? Other times you got to do it until you figure out how to do it. And so she was in a position where she needed to do it to move forward. So we're like, okay, how can you actually make this fun? And she's like, well, I really like these lemonades from Panera Bread. And I'm like, okay, cool. You can just go work there. Like, no problem. Like, that's what, like, less than $5 that will help you to complete this task to move you forward and to have this off your brain so you can live your life some more. So figure out how you can almost like bribe yourself to be able to take that step. Is it going out to a restaurant? Is it taking a walk? Is it going to the beach? What different things can you do to be like, yeah, it's going to be totally worth it because I can do this on the other side or have this on the other side. That's a fun way to be able to do it.
Oh, that's very good. That's a great idea. I definitely want to start doing that in my own life to kind of achieve my goals. I know that a big theme in your book is perfectionism. Why do you think that perfectionism holds so many people back, and how can we start to let go of that feeling?
Yeah, with everything that we have going on in this world, everyone has an opinion and they want to share it. And so this is from books to media to social media to news to TV shows. They will tell you how to dress, how to show up, how to be in your business, how to do life in general.
Right.
And so that has this idea of what the perfect life is. You know, it is living on the beach, having the bikini on, like looking good, feeling amazing, being tan, like whatever it is, your like idea of a perfectionist. Like we have bought into this as a society because it is shown to us so many times. And the more we see things, the more that gets reinforced. So that's one of the reasons why all these different things that you see in your life being like, oh, this is how I need to show up. This is how I need to do my business. This is how I need to live. It's because of everything that's coming into your life, how you grew up, all these different things that show you that this is the perfect life. But in reality, perfect life is individual. It is based on who you are and how you work. And so the more that you can lean into, okay, wait, no, that's not me. Like, this is not my idea. This is not what I want. I actually hate the sand. I don't like the beach. Like, that's not even my idea of perfection, like perfect. So, like, what is it for me? And when you're able to see, like, that's not me, what is me? What is it that I can do and be to be able to show up in life that really fulfills me and really gets me going in the morning, be like, yeah, this is my life. I'm so excited. What are those things that really drive you?
Yeah, definitely. How do you determine those things? Especially when there's so many opinions and people pulling you in all those directions. How do you really listen to yourself and what you want?
Yes, the biggest inhibitor that I see from this is the intake of information, intake of shows, of TV, of all these sorts of different things, like podcasts, so many different things that you can just intake. And so it's allowing space and quiet and rest to come into your life so that you can see and notice that once you turn down the volume of everything else that's going on, what is it? What are those little whispers in you that come up and be like, I want to go to the beach. Oh, I want to go camping. Oh, I want to message this person. What are those small inclinations that you have turned off for so long? And the more that you can quiet the noise around you and listen inwards, that volume's gonna get louder and louder because you're listening to it. You're like, oh yeah, you want to hear me? Like, here's some ideas, here's some insight. Like, let's go, let's live this life that we have here. And so the more that you can do that, to be able to listen internally of what's going on and where you're at, and listen to what it is that you tell others when you're in that excited state, when you're inspired in your life, because those are the things that light you up, that you should, take a look under the covers and be like, what's underneath this? What's going on? What am I excited about and why?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like when you are quiet, you can find out a lot about yourself. Could you share a time in your own life when you had to ditch perfectionism to achieve something meaningful?
Yes, so many different times. Even writing the book on perfectionism, it was very silly because I was like, okay, like I just need to get this down. Like I shouldn't face this issue. Like I'm writing a book on it for goodness sake. Like I should be able to know this stuff by heart and be able to not feel it. But of course, those doubts, those fears, those concerns came up, being like, oh, should I include this in the book? Oh, this chapter should be longer. Why am I saying this?